Hello, everyone. Welcome. Um, I'm Shagnika's dad, Shogota Paul. My better half, better than me actually, Perna Paul, and my youngest, Shagnika. I want to welcome you all today. It's a dual celebration. Um, Shagnika's graduation ceremony, as well as first solo on-stage performance, which is Ranga Pravesh. And, coming to this country as an immigrant, we're just talking amongst friends today, um, work colleagues, extended family, friends, are all family. So thank you for coming and gracing your presence tonight and making it so special for us. We count it, your presence, not just as your presence, but also as blessings. With that, I'm not a poet. This is something from Gupdadu, Shagnika. He's in California, couldn't come. So with that, I'm going to chant his poem that is written all the way from California. Ori, my shining star so bright, just turned 18, a beacon of light. With grace, poise, you take the stage, an Odissi dance, a Ranga Pravesh. In front of crowds, you will surely shine, a performance grand, a moment divine. Your passion for dance, a sight to see, a talent that fills our hearts with glee. Off to Texas, Dallas bound, in biology, your dreams are found. A pre-med track, your future's clear, a healer's path, so bright and dear. Galveston shores and Reno's charm, your favorite places where you feel warm. Pizza, cheesecake, tuxedo cake too, a foodie's heart in all you do. Fuchka's delight. Fuchka is a sort of a delicacy we enjoy, Bengalis. Pani puri in Hindi. Fuchka's delight, a taste so grand, in every bite you understand. Good food and sleep, your favorite ways, and Shah Rukh's movies brighten your days. Dance in your heart in every form, a hobby that keeps your spirit warm. Ori, apple of my eye, so proud I stand to see you grow, to hold your hand. Your journey ahead, so full of grace, with every step you'll find your place. Remember always, your love so true in all you are and all you do. Thank you. With that, Victor, I want to say some words.
Sure. Thank you so much for coming. My today's welcome speech is actually sent by my dad, Shagnika's grandfather, Dr. Shomiran Mitra, all the way from Kolkata. He really wanted to be here today to cheer her up, and he was not a video message person, so he wanted to write a welcome speech for you all. So I'm going to read it for him. Actually, he sent the speech. He was so proud of her. It was like 5 pages. And I'm like, Dad, I think I need to shorten it a little bit. So he said, yeah, please feel free. So a little shortened version of that. To all distinguished, learned, culture-loving, appreciative, supportive, inspiring connoisseurs of USA and Indian diaspora, we hereby most cordially inviting you to the very, very, very happy and auspicious cultural solo dance program titled Ranga Pravesh of Odissi, which is one of the major 8 classical art forms of India. Shagnika, being an ethnic Indian American teenager, had been very diligently and thoroughly training under Guru Srimati Shupradipta Dotto for 9 years. And now we feel that she is competent and capable to do her debut solo dance, Ranga Pravesh. We wish her the very best on that. This is a very special moment for us because it is not only her debut solo dance, she's the first one in our entire family from both sides to do a Ranga Pravesh at this level. So we are very proud of her. Thank you. Also, following this program, we are celebrating her graduation from high school. So there will be a dinner afterwards and a small cake cutting. And we are truly honored that all of you came and for your presence in here to support this and give us an immense pleasure to have with us in this special moment. We all welcome you with an open heart. Thank you. With that, I would like to call Shagnika, also known as Rashi, to call our MC on the stage.
Hello, my name is Shagnika Paul, and I'm going to be introducing our MC today. The first time I met Sharmishta Didi, it was at Durga Puja at Durgabari. I first called up to her because Kika Mashi was calling her. And I went to her and I was like, Sharmishta Mashi, can you come here? She stopped me. She was like, no, I am not that old yet. You're going to call me Sharmishta Didi. Other than that, Sasina, she's a very bubbly person, and I know she fits right into our family. And on a personal level, she's a big sister to all of us. Sharmishta completed her undergrad in biomedical engineering from the University of Texas at Dallas in 2018, and is working at a local tech company to integrate AI within the healthcare industry. She learned Bharatanatyam from Guru Srimati Ratnakumar of Anjali Performing Arts for 10 plus years, and she has also completed her Arangetram in 2013. She has performed many productions, including Ekta Ki Awaaz, Dil Se Nach, and Bollywood Blast. Incredible India as well. She was a part of and captain of her collegiate Bollywood dance team and competed and placed at various competitions around the country. With a warm welcome, please welcome Sharmishta Didi.
Namaskar and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Rashi, for that generous introduction. It gives me immense pleasure to be your MC for the evening. We are gathered here because either we are family or friends of Shagnika or the Paul family, or we're ardent art lovers, or if you're like me, all of the above. Dance is probably as old as humans. Anytime a rhythm or music makes our body move, we are dancing. However, classical dance is a little different. It is not as simple as folk dance, nor, some will argue, as entertaining as Bollywood or hip-hop. It is somewhat of an acquired taste, as one must train oneself to the nuances of the art form to truly enjoy it. Someone once said, classical dance is so named because it is for the classes and not for the masses. But in that modern world, there is no such distinction. Hence, the classical artists bear a huge responsibility of making the classical art form not only accessible to the masses, but they have to make it attractive. It is an uphill task because what sets apart any classical art form is a strict set of rules and discipline that defines the same. Today, Shagnika is about to take on that responsibility as she embarks on her journey of being a soloist representing Odissi. The modern-day Odissi is a fairly new classical dance form, gaining the status less than a century ago. However, its roots date back to the 2nd century BCE to the sculptures of the Ratnagiri and Kandogiri temple walls. It has been influenced by the traditions of Maharis, or temple dancers, and Gotipuas, the young male dancers who performed dressed as girls. The three gurus, who were the architects of modern-day Odissi, codified the age-old practices as per the treaties of Natya Shastra, Abhinay Darpana, and Abhinay Chandrika, and gifted us this beautiful classical dance form. Ranga Pravesh, or ascending the stage, is an auspicious occasion in the journey of a dancer, as it is not only an opportunity for the dancer to present her acquired knowledge of the dance form, but also a day a proud guru presents her shishya as a torchbearer of the art form. From today, it is Shagnika's responsibility to not only preserve the age-old traditions of Odissi, but to make it interesting enough for the audience and the future generation so that our rich heritage continues. The audience, too, plays a part in this journey. As we are all gathered here today, it is our responsibility to encourage and support such efforts of young dancers like Shagnika by being respectful of the art form and the dance. Now, without further ado, let's begin this evening's recital. This evening, we begin with Mongalacharan. Traditionally, it is the first composition to be presented during Odissi recital. Mongalacharan is an invocatory presentation that starts with Moncho Pravesh, or Patro Pravesh, the entrance of the dancer. The dancer, on her entrance, invokes Lord Jagannath, the presiding deity of Orisha, to seek his blessings for an auspicious beginning. This is followed by Bhumi Pranam, or salutations to Mother Earth. The central portion of Mongalacharan is the Ishtadev Stuti, or a verse in praise of a particular god or goddess. For today's Mongalacharan, Shagnika has chosen a Ram Vandana that sings about the valor and grace of Lord Ram. He is one with the complexion that resembles the color of a peacock's neck, the one who is adorned in yellow clothes, the one whose eyes resemble the lotus flower, and the one who always has a pleasant demeanor. He is the one who is the bravest of the brave, and is the one who broke Shiva's mighty bow to marry Janaki. He is worshipped by the mountain-bearing mighty Hanuman and rides a beautiful chariot of flowers. Mongalacharan concludes with the Trikondi Pranam, a three-part salutation to the gods and goddesses, the guru, and the audience. Keiki Kontho Ram Vandana Mongalacharan is based on rags Megh and Kedar. It is set to Chatushra Jati Ektali, a cycle of 4 beats. Music composition is by Pandit Raghunath Panigrahi, and dance choreography is by Guru Sri Kelucharan Mohapatra. Please welcome Shagnika with a warm applause of encouragement as she begins this evening's recital with Mongalacharan.
जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे जगन्नाथ सत् विप्रपादाब्ज चिह्नम् सौहार्द्यं पीतवस्त्रम् सरसिजा नयनं सर्वदा सुप्रसन्नम् कपिनिकर युत्यं कपिनिकर युतं कपिनिकर युतं कपिनिकर युत्यं कपिनिकर युत्यं कपिनिकर युत्यं बन्धूनां सेव्यमानम् नौमीढ्य जानकी ईशं नौमीढ्यं जानकी ईशं रघुवर मनीषं पुष्पकारूढ रामं पुष्पकारूढ रामं पुष्पकारूढ रामं पुष्पकारूढ रामं पुष्पकारूढ रामं
What a graceful and beautiful performance to start off the night. Before we move on, I would like to take this opportunity to thank some special guests who are present here with us tonight. First and foremost, a very warm welcome to our chief guest, famous Kathak dancer, Srimati Ekta Popat. Shagnika is extremely fortunate that we also have here with us respected Bharatanatyam guru, Srimati Lavanya Prabhu, to bless her. We also have amongst us Srimati Keka Kaur, a Kathak dancer, and it is our great honor that Shri Shovik Chakraborty, a very renowned talent from India, is here with us tonight. He is a Ustad Bismillah Khan Yuva Purushkar awardee for Kathak. It is our good fortune that we also have many faculty from Durgabari Kala Bhavan, including Srimati Shoma Dasgupta, Dr. Tatagata Banga, Kaushik Chakraborty, and Srimati Rupchanda Ghosh. Additionally, we have some teachers from HTBS Bangla School, of which Shagnika is an alumnus. Our pranams to all the teachers. After the beautiful beginning to her recital, Shagnika will now present an abstract piece that establishes the diction of the Odissi form. As I was saying earlier, all classical art forms are bound by rules. In Odissi, a dancer always has to maintain one of the 4 basic stances. 2 of these include the chauka, or the square position, and the tribhangi, or the 3-bend posture that is unique to Odissi. Our next presentation is a nritta. Nritta is a pure dance technique with rhythmic footwork and beautiful abstract movements of the body that are marked by symmetrical lines and geometric patterns that contrast with subtle neck and eye movements. A pallavi is a non-interpretive pure dance, a nritta composition portraying mostly the lasya bhava, or the feminine movements. In a pallavi, the dance is elaborated through eye movements, body posture, and intricate footwork. Pallavi literally means blossoming. This is applicable not only to the dance, but also to the music which accompanies it. Each pallavi is based on and named after a raga, which is a particular permutation of the basic musical notes. A typical Odissi pallavi starts with slow, graceful, and lyrical movements of the eyes, neck, torso, and feet, and slowly builds in a crescendo to climax into a fast tempo at the end. Both the dance and the music evolve in complexity as the dancer traces multiple patterns in space, interpreting the music dexterously in the multi-layered dimensions of tal, the rhythm, and laya, the speed. Shagnika will now present a pallavi based on Rag Bilahari, one of the morning ragas that exude energy and happiness. This composition is set to Chatushra Jati Ektali, a cycle of 4 beats. Music composition is by Pandit Bhubaneshwar Mishra, and dance choreography is by Padma Vibhushan Guru Kelucharan Mohapatra.
Gapa dhappa, magari gasa, గప ధప పద సని ద గప ధప మగ రి గ సా సా రి గ రి గ ప గప ధ పద స రి గ రి సని ద ప గప ధప మగ రి గ సా తాహం తారి ఝేణా తా ఝేణా తారి తా ఝేణా తాహం తారి ఝేణా తా ఝేణా తారి తా ఝేణా తాహం తారి ఝేణా సారే గ ప మ గ రే గ ప ధ ప మ గ ప ధ సా ని ధ ప మ గ రే సా సారే గ ప మ గ రే గ ప ధ ప మ గ ప ధ సా ని ధ ప మ గ రే సా సారే గ రే గ ప ధ ప ధ సా సా రే గ రే సా ని ధ ప మ గ రే సా సారే గ రే గ ప ధ ప ధ సా సా రే గ రే సా ని ధ ప మ గ రే సా సారే గ రే గ ప ధ ప ధ సా సా రే గ రే సా ని ధ ప మ గ రే సా సా ని ధ ప ధ సా సా ని ధ ప ధ సా సా ని ధ ప ధ తా తారి తా ఝేణా తా ఝం తారి తా ఝేణా ఝేణా తారి తా ఝేణా 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 తా ఝేణా తాహం తారి తా ఝేణా తా ఝం తారి తా ఝేణా ఝేణం తారి తా ఝేణా ఝేణా ఝేణం తా ఝేణా ధో గిడి తక తక ఝణు గిడి తక తక ధలాంగ తా గడి గన ధో గిడి తక తక ఝణు గిడి తక ధలాంగ 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 గడి గన తక ధలాంగ తా గడి గన తక ధలాంగ తా గడి గన తక ధలాంగ తా ధా తక ధలాంగ తా ధా తక ధలాంగ తా ధా तारी ता झेणा तारी झेणा तारी ता तारी ता झेणा तारी झेणा तारी ता हम तारी झेणा ता झम झम ता झम झेणा गिड़ तक झम तारी झेणा ता झम झम ता झम झेणा गिड़ तक तारी ता झेणा तारी झेणा तारी ता झेणा तारी झेणा तारी ता झम तारी झेणा झम ता झम तारी झेणा झम झम तारी ता झेणा
Such an exceptional dance piece by Shagnika with those intricate torso bends and footwork. Can we give her another round of applause? We will now watch some videos sent for this day by Shagnika's grandparents all the way from India. Please give us a moment to have this come down.
লাই তুমি যে রঙ্গপ্রবেশে যাচ্ছ এটা আমার খুব ভালো লাগছে, আর কলেজ জয়েন করছো এটাও আমার কাছে আনন্দের। আশা করি এবারে তুমি ভালো রেজাল্ট করতে পারবে।
হাই রাই, তোমাকে আমরা কিছু বলছি তোমার প্রোগ্রামিং এর জন্য। প্রথমে তোমাকে হার্টিয়েস্ট কনগ্রাচুলেশন দিচ্ছি তোমার গ্র্যাজুয়েশনের জন্য। তারপরে একটা কথা মনে পড়ছিল, তোমাকে ওকলাহামায় আমরা এই ছোট্ট বেবিটা নিয়ে আসলাম। তারপরে আমি বাবি, দাদা, মাম্মা সবাই মিলে এখন তুমি কত বড় হয়ে গেছো, কত ট্যালেন্টেড হয়েছো। তোমার এই প্রোগ্রামের জন্যে, রঙ্গপ্রবেশের জন্য পার্টিকুলারলি আমাদের তরফ থেকে অনেক অনেক শুভেচ্ছা। বেস্ট, তোমার সাকসেসফুলি তুমি প্রোগ্রাম করো। তোমাকে আমাদের অনেক আশীর্বাদ, অনেক ভালোবাসা, অনেক শুভেচ্ছা দিলাম। আর আমার আন্তরিক শুভেচ্ছা দিচ্ছি তোমার গুরুমাকে, সুপ্রতীকটাকে, যে তোমাকে অনেক আদর আর ভালোবাসা করে এই ড্যান্স তোমাকে শিখিয়েছে। তোমার প্রোগ্রাম সাকসেসফুল হোক। বেস্ট অফ।
কেমন আছে বাবু? আমি তোমার প্রোগ্রামের জন্য কিছু পাঠাচ্ছি, তুমি এটা খুব ভালো করে তোমার প্রোগ্রাম হোক। আই উইশ ফর এ গুড সাকসেস। থ্যাংক ইউ।
আমাদের আদরের ছোট্ট রায় আজকের শাগনিকা পল ওড়িশি নৃত্যশিল্পী হিসেবে রঙ্গমঞ্চে প্রবেশ করতে চলেছে। আমাদের বড় আনন্দের দিন। ভবিষ্যতে একজন বড় প্রতিষ্ঠিত নৃত্যশিল্পী হিসেবে সবাইকে আনন্দ দাও। এই আমাদের অনেক ভালোবাসা আর আশীর্বাদ রইল তোমার জন্য। মেশো ও অনুমাসী,
আমাদের শুভেচ্ছা রইল।
স্পার্কস, নেভাদা। হয়ে গেল।
Hello Rai, you'll be like the fresh flower dancing in the breeze and you'll rock the stage. We'll be there in spirit and hopefully you'll record the video and we'll get to see your brilliant performance. Rock the stage.
Hey
Love
Rai.
you, Ma.
Hey Rai, Shagnika, wish you the very best. I know you'll just kill it on the stage. You've always been a phenomenal dancer and it's unfortunate that we couldn't be there, but in mind and spirit we are there with you. You know, life is much like a dance, and just as you will be tremendously successful here today, so also you will be in life. Our best wishes and a big group hug.
Here's wishing you all the best for your Ranga Pravesh, the very first important of your life. Hope you are practicing well, and also many congratulations for your graduation. Enjoy what you are doing and also enjoy the party afterwards. অনেক ছবি তুলো এবং ভিডিও তুলো এবং আমাদের পাঠিও।
Right. On the auspicious occasion of your Ranga Pravesh, I wish you all the best and in all the endeavors that you undertake in the future. Also, congratulations for your graduation. Bye, Mesho.
Hello Rai,
আমাদের ছোট্ট রাই is going to college, performing in Ranga Pravesh. We know the effort you put in, the fears that you conquer, the passion you have for dancing, and the person you have become. We wish and bless you of a great future, and know that you will make your parents and all of us very, very proud and happy with every step you are taking. We have written a poem capturing how we feel about you that your mother, Rumpa, will read to you. Lots of love and blessings, beta.
Rai beta, Priya Dida here. Wish you the very best on your Ranga Pravesh and best of luck as you're stepping into your adult life. God bless.
Hi Rai. Huge congratulations on your graduation. I wish you all the very best for your very bright future ahead, and also best of luck for your Ranga Pravesh. I look forward to seeing the videos as soon as I get them. So yeah, this is all my love and all my wishes to you. Love Didi Bhai.
Hello Rai, we are incredibly happy to share this joyous day as we celebrate your accomplishments. You worked so hard to achieve these well-deserved successes. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
We are proud to share so many firsts of your life, from your hatekhori to your first public dance. We fondly remember your childhood days and also the week we spent together when we visited you 3 years ago. The sparks that were visible when you were a little girl are bright lights today. As you celebrate your Ranga Pravesh and get ready for your college life, you have accomplished so much, and we are sure even brighter days are ahead of you. Finally, we want to share a song with you on this very special day.
পুরানো সেই দিনের কথা ভুলবি কি রে হায় সেই চোখের দেখা প্রাণের কথা সেই কি ভোলা যায় আয় আর একটি বার আয় রে সখা প্রাণের মাঝে আয় মোরা সুখের দুঃখের কথা কব প্রাণ জুড়াবে তাই
Shagnika is blessed to have received those heartfelt messages today from all her family in India. It is my immense pleasure to take a moment to point out that we have a very special guest here today. Shagnika's great-grandfather, Sri Partho Sharkar, is here with us tonight. He has traveled all the way from Phoenix, Arizona to watch Shagnika perform. So we thank you very much. Next, we will hear from some local personalities who have influenced Shagnika throughout her years in Houston. Please help me in welcoming them to the stage.
Good afternoon. My name is Rima Bhattacharjee. I'm a disciple of Guru Shri Srimati Shupradipta Datta and a friend of Paul family. 5 years ago, I met a very bright-eyed girl named Shagnika one evening during a dance rehearsal with her mom, Shuparna. We were very new to Houston back then, and I still remember Shuparna introducing me to Shagnika saying, "This is Rima Mashi." And a shy girl said hi back to me and gave me a very sweet smile. Over the past 5 years, as Shuparna became one of my best friends, Shagnika, on the other hand, became my role model for classical dance. I have seen Shagnika going above and beyond to be ready for today. Ladies and gentlemen, what you just witnessed is really a testament of Shagnika's hard work, dedication, and love for Odissi. Tonight, I feel very honored as I have the privilege of helping Shagnika backstage and of course have the opportunity to be a guest speaker. I appreciate you listening. Thank you.
Hey Rai, this message is on behalf of Arundhati, Piku, and me, Palas. So this is the name by which we know you since your childhood. So in this following 1 minute, I'll address you as Rai instead of Shagnika. First and foremost, heartiest congratulations to you for achieving the first milestone of your life. You are very much disciplined, hardworking, focused, and persistent about anything you do. You are a versatile genius. We know you are a prolific dancer, and I also know you perform in the stage drama very good. As you look to the future, continue learning to make a positive impact on the world. As success depends on hard work, talent, and luck, and as you have the first two factors inherently in you, I wish you good luck as you enter to this new chapter of life. This is just the beginning, and we are sure there are many more to come. Cheers.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you all are enjoying Shagnika's stellar performance tonight. My name is Roshni, and I know Shagnika through the HTBS Bangla School, where she was one of my students. Over the years, I have known Shagnika quite well, and her mother, Shuparna, has become a dear friend. It was fall of 2020 when I first started teaching Shagnika Bangla. As you recall, that was the COVID year. Shagnika was a high school freshman trying to adjust to virtual learning. The biggest challenge as a teacher was to how to keep the students motivated through a computer screen. And that too, I was trying to teach Bengali on a Sunday morning virtually. It was not something that she had to do, like schoolwork. It was not something fun and exciting, like taking dance lessons from Deepta. With all the excuses for not putting her best foot forward, what was remarkable was Shagnika showed up every time, ready for class with full concentration. Therein lies her strength, her sense of sincerity and commitment, her ability to take on a challenge and work hard to the best of her ability every time. She was the student who would send me pictures of her Bangla homework without any reminder. She was the student who would always be waiting for the Zoom lesson to begin, always prepared with full concentration. Later, as we went back to in-person classes, I have seen her handle high school academics and extracurricular activities with complete ease. I'm sure it was not easy, but she kept up. Over the years, I have helped her prepare for Bengali programs and plays. And again, what was remarkable was her willingness to push herself. There were times when we approached her at the very last minute to learn more lines, to show up for extra rehearsals, and she never said no. She took it on with a positive attitude and got down to the task in hand. I'm not sure if she can hear me right now, but I hope she reminds herself that with her sense of sincerity, commitment, and hard work, she should be confident of overcoming any obstacle that comes her way and make any dream a reality. As we are all enjoying today's performance, it is yet another testament to her hard work and dedication. Today is her Rang Pravesh and also a celebration of a new beginning for the next phase of her life, going to college and chasing her goals. Shagnika, as you start this new journey, my wish for you is may you get all that you aspire for. May all your dreams come true, and through it all, may you keep dancing. Again, my very best wishes to Shagnika and heartiest congratulations to the proud parents. Thank you.
Good evening all and namaste. My name is Rajashri Joshi. I would like to first congratulate Shagnika on her beautiful Rang Pravesh, as well as her guru and family. It has been an absolute joy watching her perform this evening. I have known Shagnika for 4 years now. She came to me as a student, shy, yet eager to learn. Her dedication, perseverance, and ambition are inspiring, and her passion for learning is evident not only in her academic career, but also in her dance. Shagnika is truly multi-talented and invests her utmost effort into everything she pursues. I'm incredibly proud of Shagnika. I wish her nothing but the best for her future endeavors in college at UTD, dance, and beyond. Thank you.
Thank you to our local speakers for sharing with us your special relationship with Shagnika. As they say, it does take a village to raise a child. Coming back to our recital, since we have witnessed the invocation followed by the nritta, or technical aspect of Odissi, it is a natural progression that we now delineate to a composition that adds another layer of expertise through abhinaya, or communicating a story. Shagnika will now present an ashtakam by poet Shripad Vallabhacharya, an Indian philosopher who propounded the Shuddha Advaita philosophy in India. In this composition, the poet describes the beauty and charm of Krishna through the eyes of his mother, Yashoda. Please welcome Shagnika on stage to present a brief demonstration of Madhurashtaka to help us understand the actual presentation. The composition begins with Ma Yashoda trying to put infant Krishna to bed at night. As she rocks her child to slumber, she is overcome with love, looking at his sweet lips, his sweet face, his sweet eyes, and his sweet smile. She reminisces on how little Krishna crawls and often learns to walk holding her fingers, how she twirls him in the air and gives him piggyback rides. The mischievous Krishna is always trying to elude her by hiding, But when she finds him, Yashoda enjoys giving him a big hug. The composition goes on to describe a young Krishna throwing pebbles at the Gopinis, who are on their way back from the river. When the angry Gopinis confront him, he tries to bribe them with his silk cloths. Next, Shagnika enacts Krishna playing with his friends, a game of blinded hide and seek, in which Krishna, yet again, cheats to win. Next, the composition narrates the antics of adolescent Krishna. The Gopinis go to the river to bathe. While they are busy playing with each other in the water, Krishna, along with his friends, steals their clothes and demands that they come out of the water to get them. Instead of being angry at him, the Gopinis surrender to the incarnation of Vishnu. A bored Krishna suddenly spots the pots full of butter. To reach the pots, he makes a human pyramid of his friends. Once he gets his hands on the butter, he reluctantly shares it with his friends. And in this tussle, the pot breaks. Ma Yashoda, upon finding the broken pots, punishes Krishna, who vehemently denies any wrongdoing and blames it all on his friends. During the spring festival of colors, Krishna prepares colored water to spray onto the Gopinis while they try to escape from him. Krishna is the savior of the universe for both humans and animals. While pretending to play with his friends, he throws the ball into the river, then dives into the water to fight the evil serpent Kalia and subjugate the venomous snake. The composition ends with the celestial dance of Radha Krishna, known as the Maharas. Through all of these episodes, the composition demonstrates the enchanting aspects of the king of Mathura. Madhurashtaka is based on Rag Malika, an array of ragas, and is set to Tal Malika, a combination of various beat cycles. Music composition is by Guru Harihar Panda, and dance choreography is by Guru Pankaj Charan Das.
मधुरम नयनम मधुरम हसितं मधुरम वचनं मधुरं चालितं मधुरं वसनं मधुरं वलितं मधुरं
वचनं मधुरं चलितं मधुरं वसनं मधुरं वलितं मधुरं
चालितं मधुरं
रमितं मधुरं
चलितं मधुरं
रमितं मधुरं
मधुराधिपते अखिलं मधुरं मधुरं मधुरा दलितं मधुरं फलितं मधुरं दलितं मधुरं फलितं मधुरं मधुराधिपते अखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपते अखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपते अखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपते अखिलं मधुराधिपते अखिलं मधुरम्
This is one of my favorite pieces in Shagnika's repertoire tonight. I felt transported to a world where we got to witness Krishna's antics right in front of our eyes. Let's give Shagnika another round of applause for that wonderful Abhinaya. As I mentioned earlier, we are thrilled to have Guru Srimati Ekta Papat amongst us tonight as our chief guest. She is Shagnika's mother, Suparnamashi's Kathak Guru. Srimati Ekta Pavat is a disciple of Guru Srimati Shambhavi Dandekar and has been trained in the Banaras Gharana of Kathak. Known for her grace and expressions, Srimati Ekta Papat is an avid performer and a versatile choreographer. She is the founder and artistic director of Storyteller School of Dance and enjoys sharing her passion and love for Kathak with students of all age groups. She trains over 200 students at Storytellers in the most disciplined manner with a structured curriculum. Storyteller School of Dance is affiliated with Bharati Vidyapeeth University and offers a certification program in Kathak. Srimati Popat holds a master's degree in business administration from University of Michigan and a bachelor's in computer science from Michigan Technological University. After enjoying a successful corporate career, she is now completely dedicated to pursuing her passion and serving the dance form of Kathak. I would now like to invite her on stage to share a few words with us tonight.
Namaste, everyone. It is my extreme honor and pleasure to be here today to witness the craft of this amazing young woman, Shagnika. What a delight she is on stage. Please give her another big round of applause. I've had the opportunity to see Shagnika from the time she was a little girl who would come to her mom's Kathak classes. And she would watch with much curiosity in her beautiful, bright eyes, constantly comparing, drawing similarities, differences between the dance styles. She not only started developing a keen understanding of classical dances, but she also knows good from bad, which is really hard for teens, especially growing up in this country. I've seen Shagnika perform a handful of times, and I've always mentioned this to her and her mom, that it's hard for one to keep their eyes off her when she's dancing. She's got that special spark in her, which is hard to miss. But I have to admit, when I see her on stage today, it fills my heart with joy and pride at how much this girl has accomplished. Kudos to her guru, Supradipta, for her teachings and dedication towards passing this beautiful art form to the next generation with so much sincerity and purity. We all know how hard that is. When a child decides to pursue classical dance as a serious hobby, it's not just her committing, but it's the entire family. I have been in awe of the Paul family for their dedication towards arts education. Whether it's Bharatnatyam or Odissi or Kathak or Manipuri, they've got it all covered. It's no surprise to me that Shagnika has turned out to be an ardent appreciator of the arts. A special mention to Shagnika's mom, Suparna. We call her Super Suparna. She has had days when she has had to get her two daughters as well as herself ready for stage on the same day. And for those of you who don't know, to get dressed for an Indian classical dance performance is just as big a task as putting a man on the moon, if not harder. My message for her today, dear Shagnika, if you're hearing, is that the teachings from your dance journey will remain with you for life. You will one day appreciate and thank your gurus and your parents for reprimanding you and for pushing you to do your best. This journey has taught you resilience. It's given you strength, both of the mind and of the body. It has made you beautiful, both inside and out. But most importantly, most importantly, it has taught you an essential life lesson, which is when you fall, which you will, because we all fall, because that is life, you will very gracefully and quickly pick up and move on to the next step, just like you do on stage. Wishing you all the very best in everything you have ahead of you in your future. Keep dancing, and thank you so much for having me here. I can't wait to see the rest of the program. Thank you all for listening.
Thank you, Ektaji. May I please request you to make your way to the center of the stage? Shagnika would like to receive your blessings. Now we have come to yet another Pallavi. This particular Pallavi, being presented now, is based on Rag Rageshri. Rageshri is considered the queen of the rags and is one for the second part of the night. Dance becomes divine when the music and the dancer unite to perfect harmony. Rageshri Pallavi is a pure dance item where the mood and the subtle nuances of the music are translated into fluid, sensuous movements. The fast tempo of beautiful tapestry of rhythm, music, and movement gives the dancer ample scope to demonstrate her agility and mastery of this style. The composition is frequently punctuated with stunning poses. The breathtaking sculptures of the temples of Orisha are the inspiration for this composition. As mentioned earlier, the Pallavi is a non-interpretive, abstract piece of dance, devoid of any meaning. The sole purpose of a Pallavi is to demonstrate the nuances of the form, highlighting the salient features of the grammar of Odissi. Pallavis are perfect examples of how the dance and music nuances are developed from the simplest movements at the beginning to the complicated yet exuberant complexities at the end. Rageshri Pallavi is set to Ektali, a cycle of 4 beats. Music composition is by Pandit Ramohari Das, and choreography is by Guru Gangadhar Pradhan and Srimati Aruna Mohanty.
Thank you.
कीणा चेणुता कडतकता झेणा 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 कीणा चेणुता झेणुता 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 झेणु कीणा झेणुता कीणा झेणुता कीणा झेणुता 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 झेणु कीणा झेणुता कीणा झेणुता कीणा झेणुता 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 झेणु कीणा झेणुता कीणा झेणुता कीणा झेणुता कडतकता झेणा झेणु 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 कीणा झेणुता Jenu Jenuta, Jenuta, ta, Jenuta kundari. Ta drin drin ta dita, ta drin ta tari kita, ta drin drin ta kita, ta drin ta tari kita. Ta chom, ta chom, ta chom, ta chom, chom, ta kartak chom. Ta kartak chom, kartak chom, ta kartak chom, kartak chom, chom, ta kartak chom, kartak chom, chom, chom. Ta kartak chom, kartak chom, ta kartak chom, kartak chom, chom, ta kartak chom, kartak chom, chom, chom. Ta kartak chom, kartak chom, ta kartak chom, kartak chom, chom, ta kartak chom, kartak chom, chom, chom. Gama ma gama ma gama gama ga sa sa gama. Dani ni dani ni dani dani da ma dani sa. Gama ma gama ma gama gama ga sa sa gama. Dani ni dani ni dani dani da ma dani sa. Gama ga sa sa gama. Dani da ma dani sa. Gama ga sa sa gama. Dani da ma dani sa. Sa gama. Gama da. Ma dani. Dani sa. Sa gama gama da. Ma dani dani da. Sa gama gama da. Ma dani dani sa. Gama ga re sa re dani dani da. Ma gama ga re sa re sa re. Sa gama gama dani da. Sa ni da. Gama ga re sa re dani dani da. Ma gama ga re sa re sa. Sa gama gama dani sa sa ni sa. Gama da gama dani sa ni dani sa sa sa. Gama ga gama dani sa ni dani sa sa sa. Gama ga gama dani sa ni dani sa sa sa. Kadtakta chom chena che ina chenuta. 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 Kadtakta chom chena chenuta. Kadtakta chom chena ina chenuta. Kadtakta chom chena che 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 ina chenuta. Kadtakta chom chena chenuta. Kadtakta chom chena che ina 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 chenuta.
What a lyrical piece of music. I know this tune and Shagnika's effortless movements will be stuck in my head now for some time. I will now invite a few friends to the stage to share some words about Shagnika with us. If I could please have Natasha, Ritika, Arya, Purva, Neha, Victoria, Wendy, Coral, Ishita, Nidhi, and Anjana on stage, please. Thank you.
Good evening. I have had the honor of knowing Shagnika, or Rai as she is more affectionately called, since she was a young girl, and she has always been like a cherished little sister to me. It has been a great privilege to witness her growth into the remarkable woman we see before us today. One of the many qualities that set Rai apart is her resilience and unwavering dedication. These traits have empowered her to overcome every obstacle life has presented her. Celebrating her Ranga Pravesh today is a testament to these very qualities. The Ranga Pravesh is not merely a performance, it is a traditional rite of passage that signifies a dancer's formal entry into the world of Odissi, symbolizing years of hard work, practice, and commitment. Rai's dancing beautifully captures the essence of this rich tradition. It takes a lot of effort to look effortless. And with Rai's deep commitment and unwavering passion for dance, she has achieved this with both skill and grace. Every movement and expression tells a story, and through her dance, Rai brings these stories to life with incredible beauty and depth. As we enjoy this beautiful performance, let us celebrate Rai's achievements and the rich cultural heritage she so beautifully represents. We are all incredibly proud of you. Congratulations on this remarkable achievement. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Arya Sarkar.
My name is Ritika Nandi.
We're Shagnika's friends, and we've all known each other for 5 years now.
We met through our shared love of dancing at Durgavadi.
Shagnika is a very smart and funny person, and she always knows how to cheer us up whenever we are down. She is one of the most supportive people that we know, and she always has a smile on her face. Shagnika always knows the right thing to say in any situation, and we are incredibly grateful to call such a warm and caring person our friend.
I remember Durga Puja when we would have the best nights of our lives dancing in the kids' corner. Shagnika, especially, would be lost in the music and would often end up dancing for hours on end, even after we were tired. She was the life of our little dance party, and seeing her so happy like that made us happier.
For over a year now, Shagnika has worked incredibly hard to prepare for her Ranga Pravesh, and her hard work, dedication, and passion for dance is truly evident in her performance today. Her continued perseverance is an inspiration, and her determination to master even the most difficult of steps, even after injuring herself, is incredible.
Shagnika, we are so proud of you for making it this far, and just know you are doing amazing out there. And even though we're all going to different colleges, we will always be there for you, just like you've always been there for us. We love you so much, and congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. For those who don't know me, my name is Purbade, a fellow Odissi dancer and friend of Shagnika. We both started taking classes for Odissi at the same time, all the way back in 2015. I had the privilege of being a part of Shagnika's dancing journey, being a part of the same classes as her for the past decade, until she had begun preparing for this very occasion. To me, Shagnika is someone who encourages others to do their best. Her confidence inspires others. She is my first contact if I missed a class, and someone I could always turn to for advice. And as I'm sure you've noticed, Shagnika is an amazing dancer, full of grace and powerful expressions. You can visibly see all of the effort that she has put in every year to become a better dancer, the passion that she has for this art. And I had always admired her style of dancing. And if I were to forget any steps during a dance, she would be the first person I would look to for help. I want to thank you, the audience, for participating in an event to last in the memories of so many people. This moment is a huge step forward in Shagnika's life as a dancer and a moment of celebration. Shagnika, I'm extremely grateful to be your friend, and I know that you'll thrive in UT Dallas. I have watched you grow into an incredible dancer, an incredible friend, and an incredible individual. And I just want to say, congratulations. You've made it to this point through your perseverance and hard work. And I can't wait to see what you'll do in the future. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Neha Harish, and I am incredibly grateful for being up on the stage to give this speech for my friend Ranga Pravesh. My friend here goes by many different names, Shagnika, Shaggy, and on occasion Paul Bunyan, a beloved nickname given to her by my brother. I met Shagnika in the 5th grade, and we hit it off immediately. As soon as we saw each other, we grabbed each other's hand and ran off into the sunset. At least that's what I wish had happened. We didn't like each other when we first met each other. We constantly argued during recess in class. But many months later, on her birthday, I walked by and in true fashion yelled, "Happy birthday," and ran off. And then we grabbed each other's hands and ran off into the sunset. I mean, who could resist my charms? And during the pandemic, I used to call Shagnika every single morning without fail, and admittedly, this did drive her insane, as she always answered with wonderful and colorful complaints. But on the days that she didn't pick up, she was practicing for her dance class. Her incredible dedication to her friends had translated into her dedication to the art form, as she has clearly mastered the dance form and gotten to her Ranga Pravesh. At times, she tried to teach me how to do certain moves, but despite my grace, let's call it that, I could never do it as elegantly, as beautifully as Shagnika could. In my eyes, Shagnika has truly mastered the art form, and I'm sure today you guys will agree the same. And I am so incredibly grateful to have her as my friend and to be here on stage again. Thank you.
Hi everyone. It is our pleasure to be here tonight and being able to see her dance. My name is Victoria.
And my name is Wendy, we are her school friends. I met Shagnika during the first day of sophomore year in English class, a class full of moody juniors. When the teacher started to tell us to partner up to talk about our summers, I felt lost. Perhaps Shagnika was lost too, but I walked across the room and started a conversation with her, and the rest was history.
I've known Shagnika since middle school and never would have thought she would have made such an impact on my life. Subsequently, I don't quite remember how I met her. It's been so long, but I do remember even back then, she was just as unapologetically loud, and she was one of the last people I talked face-to-face for before COVID quarantine.
I still remember Shagnika would always ask me to borrow a pen before a time right. She's so forgetful sometimes. I even have her on my contacts as the most forgetful person.
One of the most significant things I know about Shagnika is her fear of snakes. Once I showed her a picture of the most cartoony snake you could think of, and she got scared. Once even, I mentioned snakes, and I was going to show her something else completely unrelated, and before she even got to look at it, she screamed preemptively.
I remember during a club meeting where we came in late, so we sat on the ground for the meeting. When Shagnika got up, she tripped and fell. And this is one of the moments that I still remind her every day, and it makes me laugh every time.
Honestly, that is also one of the most prominent memories I have of her. Beyond her clumsiness and fears, though, Shagnika is one of the most generous people I know. Honestly, I'm constantly in awe of how she can be so compassionate and giving, always the first to lend an ear or buy food to share and drive me home, all while staying eager to do so.
Graduation in high school may seem like a small step for Dr. Paul, but it is an important step. It shows your dedication and resilience, which I can say deserves a lot of respect. There were so many nights of speed-running AP classrooms, studying for calculus tests, and cramming biology into one night. But hey, you can definitely look back at these moments in the future and hopefully laugh about them, because it truly shows how strong you are.
Although maybe you shouldn't have crammed all those all-nighters so soon, given that you have to keep the sleep schedule of a child now. Still, even with all the lecturing I've done to you through these years, I'm glad you were always there to help and encourage me through your efforts. All the times I've helped teach you concepts were really just a second chance for me to learn.
As you move on to the next chapter of your life, let's give you some advice. First, always keep your lively personality. I know that every time I talk to you, you can always turn my day around.
Second, I know you know this all too well, but take naps. Sleep from 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. and then complain the next day about how you didn't sleep. But in college, we all know that power naps will be your savior. Just don't sleep too long.
Trust me, adulting is just a series of the naps interrupted by school, work, and responsibilities.
Third, you are the one that made it here. Whenever you think that maybe you can't do it, remember, it's your effort and energy that earned you your place among the best.
Fourth, we know that you get nervous sometimes, but act confident because you have all the skills and dedication to achieve absolutely anything you want. Sometimes you just have to wing it.
Fifth, even if we haven't talked in a while, when things are tough and it's important to reach out, it's important to remember that we are here and we care about you and your well-being. Nothing helps a mental funk than laughing about it with someone else.
Lastly, remember us. You've been a part of my best and worst moments of high school. It would be really hard next year not to have you there, but I know that the next step will lead you to an even brighter and better place ahead.
I am beyond proud of the person you are today and look forward to the person you will become.
And I am sure that you are excited to get out of Clements, but hopefully you will miss us because I know we will miss you too. Thank you.
Hi everyone and namaskar. My name is Ishita.
And my name is Coral. We have known Shagnika for quite some time, and we can definitely say that we are blessed to have her as our dear friend.
She is not only an amazing and graceful dancer, but also a sweet and caring friend who is always willing to listen to our problems and is so much fun to hang out with.
I first met Shagnika through a dance workshop 2 summers ago, and I always admired how she gave 110% at every rehearsal. We didn't talk much until I sprained my ankle and she regularly checked up on me after I got injured. I had known she was a great dancer, but her graciousness also showed me that what a kind person she is. She once jokingly said, "Your ankle got tired of us not talking, so it swelled in order for us to talk." Our bond really grew when she dressed up as my boyfriend for a dance drama, and we'd constantly laugh during those practices. Dance brought us closer as friends, and I'm grateful that I get to watch her dance beautifully. Shagnika, I love you like a sister, and I'm incredibly thrilled that you've reached this milestone in your life.
When COVID hit, our weekly in-person UDC classes unfortunately turned into Zoom sessions. Although learning through Zoom wasn't as fun as the in-person classes, there's one thing I'm truly grateful for: meeting Shagnika. Since day one, I noticed how seriously she would take dance and would put in the effort and dedication to master whatever she was learning. Apart from her graceful dancing ability, me and Shagnika grew so close over the years, and we bonded over many things together, such as our love for Bollywood music and Bollywood movies. Another thing I love about Shagnika is that she is so easy and fun to talk to. I always loved our little gossip sessions with Ria and Purba, and we are all going to miss you so much when you go off to college, but we will make sure to keep you updated with all the gossip. Shagnika, I have thoroughly enjoyed every performance so far, and I'm so proud of how far you've come.
We love you!
Good evening and namaskar. I'm Nidhi, or as Shagnika likes to call, Miss Talkative. And I've known Shagnika since dance class for a long time.
My name is Anjana Ranganathan, and I've been dancing with Shagnika since we both started Odyssey. It is truly an honor to stand here today speaking at my dear friend's Ranga Pravesh. Since I've known Shagnika, she's always been someone I've looked up to as a dancer, and I was honestly intimidated by her in the beginning, as she was so naturally gifted. Nidhi, Shagnika, and I quickly became close, getting ready for performances together and carpooling to dreaded early morning practices. Today, we get to witness the product of Shagnika's years and years of hard work and diligence. Her dedication to dance is an inspiration to many, and I'm truly grateful that I know Shagnika for the beautiful person she is.
When you came, so we have also had many interesting moments, from sleepovers to dancing at prom together, many things. When you came over for a sleepover to my house, I would be like, you would talk so much, and I would be waiting when it would be time so we could go to bed, and I could be saved. But the problem is actually that if you're with Shagnika, it's impossible to sleep early. You sleep late, and I try to sleep early, so it would be a total, it would be impossible. And also, I also admire one thing about Shagnika is how she's always, if she sees anyone feeling down or lonely, she will go out of the way, make you feel happy, give you a tight hug. Once I was feeling down in dance class, all dehydrated and just so down. Even Diptamashi didn't know I was feeling so sad and down, right? But Shagnika knew. She came and gave me a big hug. And she always cheers other people around her, which is what I just love about her. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, speakers. It always amuses me to listen to friends speak, as many secrets are often revealed. Our next presentation is very special to Shagnika. Shagnika, along with her mother, Shuburnamashi, came up with this idea for the next presentation. Shagnika is a second-generation Indian American. She has immense pride in being an American, and she is equally proud to be an Indian. She has been exposed to Indian culture and heritage since childhood in every aspect of her life, from dance to food to language to clothes, you name it. I am sure many of you in the audience are immigrants yourselves or have parents or grandparents who have migrated to this country. Hence, the sentiments mentioned in this next song will definitely resonate with many of you. Shagnika's next presentation is an ode to Bharat Mata through one of Bharat's national songs, Vande Mataram. Vande Mataram was presented by the famous Bengali poet Shibonkim Chandra Chattopadhyay in the 1870s. During the independence movement, Vande Mataram, which literally means, I bow to thee, O mother, became the invigorating mantra for the freedom fighters. The poem talks about the luscious fields, the pure waters of the rivers, and the gentle, soothing breeze of the motherland. It describes the full moon nights and the tree branches that are blooming with flowers. Our mother, Bharat Mata, is full of smiles. Her languages are sweet, and she is the provider of comfort to all her children. But do not mistake her tenderness as her weakness. She has millions of voices chanting her name. Her strength lies in the millions of arms ready to protect her from the enemy. She is worshipped by millions who consider her to be their truth, their being, their life, their God. Bharat is blessed with immense natural beauty. Using her abundant resources, modern Bharat is on the path of an unprecedented development, from the agricultural fields to the fields of sport to missions to the moon. But in all, the diversity is still one country, one heart, Vande Mataram. At the onset of this presentation, we will hear Shagnika narrate what Bharat is to her, from the smallest pleasures to the deepest connections. Today's rendition of Vande Mataram is sung by Srimati Shangita Katti. Dance choreography is by our very own Srimati Shupradita Datta, who has been assisted by Shagnika Paul.
Namaskar, the official greetings of India. What is India to us? To you? To me? India, in my eyes, is walking out of the airport to smell the fragrance of the earthy monsoons, hearing the hustle bustle of the traffic, and having my feet touch the motherland's natural soil. India, in my eyes, is hearing the birds chirping from the open windows when I wake up, and drinking pure cha while I watch from my terrace the people walking around with mi amor's bakery goods or momo dumplings, and then thousands of pigeons flying together to eat the handmade food made by the locals. India, in my eyes, is traveling in the rickshaw or auto to go to Haldiram's to eat fuchka. India, in my eyes, is seeing the green mountains and blue rivers on trips to different cities. I feel India caressing me with affection when I get my hair oiled and braided by my amma in Dinni. Although I was not born in India and I live thousands of miles away, halfway across the world from my India, it is always alive in my heart through the roots of my family. I feel India when I go to the temple during Durga Puja to do Dhunuchi Nach. And who can miss eating those yummy fish fry and Bengali sweets, the delicious butter chicken, as well as the refreshing mango lassi. I see India when I pray to God during Anjali and hear the dhak playing and smell the dhoop incense smell. Dancing dandiya and watching Hindi movies of Shah Rukh Khan with my best friends is what brings true love and friendship from India. I feel India when I dress up using my mother's saris and jewelry. I see India when I watch my dad cheering for the India's cricket team when we win the World Cup. I see India when I sparkle with firecrackers and light the diyas during Diwali and play with the colors during Holi. I see India when I eat my mother's hand-cooked meals. I feel India's rhythm every time I tie my ghungroos and do Odissi. India, in my eyes, is geographically far away, yet its aroma and warmth is still here with me. With the cultural traditions, friends and family, India will always be in my heart. Our motherland is connected to us all and makes us unified as one. I bow to thee, O Mother, with its natural beauty, abundance of life, and spirit of vast culture. I bow to thee, O Mother, or as we say in India, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram.
वन्दे मातरम् वन्दे मातरम् वन्दे मातरम् वन्दे मातरम् सुजला सुफला मलयज शीतला सुजला सुफला मलयज
What a wonderful performance. I have goosebumps all over. This song is so emotional for all Indians. Shagnika's performance to this powerful rendition of the song that is so close to our hearts brought a few tears backstage. So I am sure many of you too could feel the air charged with patriotism. So let's lighten the mood in the room a little bit. Let me call upon Shagnika, or Rashi as we all know her. Rashi is Shagnika's little sister, and I give her the responsibility to fill us with some stories of sisterly rivalry. I meant love and some tidbits about Shagnika that we might not know. Please help me welcome Rashi on stage.
Before I start, no one tell her I cried, okay? Hell yeah, everyone. If you didn't hear before, I'm Shagnika's little sister, or as I like to call it, she's my older sister. The first thing I'm going to do is establish one rule. You may have heard from everyone else saying, oh, she's my best friend, oh, she's so kind. No. The one rule I'm going to establish is that she's my best friend. You haven't seen the sister that yells at you when she can't find her own phone when it's literally right next to her. You're not the best friend who gives my sister food who she shouldn't eat for a healthy diet without my mom's permission. And yes, I'm going to play the sister card that I have known her for 14 years, unwillingly. Anyways, if you didn't know, the presentation at the beginning was something I made for my sister's hard work. Even if my editing skills aren't that good, I wanted to make something for her for all the things she's done for me in the past, good or bad. I'm going to share the bad moments first, though. If you had a chance to look at the presentation, it showed photos of my sister when I was born, and as you can clearly see, she wasn't that happy. I say it's jealousy, but she says it's not, and I'm going to prove my point right here. One time, my little baby self was watching Dora with my cute little socks. Remember, the socks are crucial, okay? My jealous sister comes over to me and steals the socks sneakily off my feet and goes to throw it in the trash can. My mom was working from home at the time, and she comes to see me, and she sees my little feet sockless. She turns to look at my sister, and alas, my sister admitted herself to her crimes. Another thing she has done to me was one time me and my sister came back from a carnival, and my mom had bought us 2 bags of chips, okay? I decided to eat mine later, and I put mine in the fridge, but keep in mind, my sister had already eaten hers. Later in the day, I went to the fridge and I saw my chips were gone. I complained to my mom and asked her for another, but my mom decided to get mad at me as I was, quote unquote, lying. Later, as I was walking up the stair, I saw 2 bags of chips in a room. You can probably guess who stole it. Don't worry though, there was one time where I did get my revenge. There was one time in 2020 where we got in this really big fight, okay? And so I ended up saying angrily, I'm gonna call the police on you, blah, blah, blah. And she laughed at me saying, you don't even have a phone, what are you gonna do? So as I huffed and puffed down the stairs getting a drink of water, I look and see an old home phone. Now don't worry, I didn't actually call the police on her as I didn't think it would actually work. Okay, instead I called my mom and dad while they were both at work, especially in meetings. And I go, oh, Didia hit me, oh, blah, blah, blah. And then later on, I put the phone down, I go upstairs, and I cool off. My sister comes up to me, apologizes, and she goes, hey, don't tell Mama or Bobby this fight happened, right? And I look at her, and I'm like, oh, okay, with panicky look in my eyes. Later that day, she did get a scolding from me and my parents, and she looked at me like, what have you done? You've betrayed me. Sorry, Didi, if you can hear me. Besides all the fights, I really do love her, and she is my best friend. And I am going to miss you because you're going to college now. And yes, I'm going to miss the benefits of my parents being stressed over you rather than me. And then there's this little weird thing my sister does, okay? Even though we literally live in the same house, she'll go up to me on Friday nights going, hey, you want to have a sleepover? And I look at her, I'm like, we live in the same house. So usually I would say no because, you know, I have homework to do and I have extracurriculars to finish. And now that she's leaving for college, I hope you know I would love to have a sleepover with you whenever you come back. I know I say I don't miss you, but I desperately will.
Thank you, Rashi, for that sentimental speech. Before we begin and continue our recital, I just want to take a moment as a fellow dancer to congratulate Shagnika on such a wonderful achievement and this milestone. I know she still has plenty of milestones to reach, but this is something that she will truly cherish for the rest of her life. I know how much effort and dedication it took to prepare for this, and I cannot be more proud of how far she's come along. So before we begin, can we please have another round of applause for her dedication and everything? Continuing with our recital, we now come to our second Abhinaya of the evening. As Bengalis, Ma Durga holds a very special place to all of our hearts. Throughout India, she is worshipped in many forms and is called by many names: Durga, Amba, Chamundeshwari, Gauri, Devi Modi, Katyayani, and many more. The Abhinaya piece that Shagnika is about to present now is called Nobodurga. It is a prayer to the supreme goddess Durga. In Hindu mythology, she is the embodiment of strength or Shakti. As per the Skundha Purana, Lord Shiva's consort Parvati assumes the form of a warrior goddess to defeat the demon named Durg, who assumes the form of a buffalo. Hence the name Durga. Other scriptures describe the birth of Durga as the assimilation of the powers of Vishnu, Shiva, and Brahma, among other powerful gods. She is the collective energy of the gods who individually could not defeat the demon Mahishasura. She is the destroyer of the demons Sumba and Nisumba. Yet she is the benevolent mother to us all. Durga is destruction. She is energy. She is illusion. She is nature. She is peace. The dancer, at the end of the composition, depicts the 9 forms of Devi that gives this composition the name Nobodurga. These 9 forms are Bonodurga, Mahadurga, Giridurga, Jayadurga, Shulidurga, Mahishasuramardini, Shakti Durga, Ghora Durga, and Chandra Durga. Nobodurga is based on Rag Bhairavi and is set to Ektali, a cycle of 4 beats. Choreographed by the legendary Guru Pankaj Charan Das, the music is composed by Pandit Harihar Panda. Ladies and gentlemen, we are presenting Nobodurga.
Mm-hmm.
जय भगवती देवी नमो वरदे जय भगवती देवी नमो वरदे जय भगवती देवी नमो वरदे जय पाप विनाशिनी बहु फल दे माँ जय पाप विनाशिनी बहु फल दे नमो वरदे जय भगवती देवी नमो वरदे जय भगवती देवी नमो वरदे जय शुंभ निशुंभ कपाल धरे जय शुंभ निशुंभ कपाल धरे प्रणमामि तु देवी नराति हरे नमो वरदे जय भगवती देवी नमो वरदे या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मातृरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः जय चन्द्र दिवाकर नेत्रधरे जय पावक भूषित वकभरे जय चन्द्र दिवाकर नेत्रधरे जय पावक भूषित वकभरे जय भैरव देवा नीलीन परे जय भैरव देवा नीलीन परे जय अंधक दत्य विमोक्ष करे नमो वरदे जय भगवती देवी नमो वरदे जय महिषा विमर्दिनी शूलकरे जय लोक समस्त पाप हरे जय महिषा विमर्दिनी शूलकरे जय लोक समस्त पाप हरे जय देवी पितामह विष्णुनते जय भास्कर शक्र शिरोवनते नमो वरदे जय भगवती देवी नाग विदर्शिनी दुःख हरे जय व्याधि विनाशिनी मोक्ष करे जय वांछित दायिनी सिद्धि करे नमो वरदे जय भगवती देवी नमो वरदे जय पाप विनाशिनी बहु फल दे मां जय पाप विनाशिनी बहु फल दे नमो वरदे जय भगवती देवी नमो वरदे जय भगवती देवी नमो वरदे नमो वरदे नमो वरदे वन दुर्गा महादुर्गा गिरिदुर्गा ततः परम् जय दुर्गा शूली दुर्गा दुर्गा महिषा शक्ति दुर्गा घोर दुर्गा चंड दुर्गा ततः क्रमम् इति समोहिनी तन्त्रे दुर्गा भेदा नवोदिता दुर्गा भेदा नवोदिता दुर्गा भेदा नवोदिता आ
What a breathtaking and powerful performance by Shagnika. We now come to the concluding presentation of this evening, Moksha Mangalam. Moksha means reintegration of the Atma, the soul, with the Paramatma, the Absolute. In Indian philosophy, the attainment of salvation is considered the ultimate aim of life. Dance is considered a vehicle of sadhana, a path to salvation. Moksha Mangalam is distinctly divided into two parts. First, the dancer presents a pure dance piece in fast tempo, followed by an abhinaya piece. The pure dance piece is significant to the busy lives we lead, seldom giving thought to the reason of our existence. However, there comes a point in our lives when one starts wondering and searching for the ultimate truth. The dancer finds the answer in the verses of the Mangalam. Today's Mangalam is the Arotrika hymn that describes an almighty force that is beyond all attributes and yet is the embodiment of all virtues. We bow to the omnipresent protector and pray that our ignorance be eradicated. Peace be on all. Moksha is based on Rag Bhairavi and set to Ektali. Choreography is by Guru Sri Kelucharan Mohapatra. Mangala, on the other hand, is a hymn written by Swami Vivekananda and has been choreographed by Srimati Shupradipta Datta. Ladies and gentlemen, our final presentation of the night. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the conclusion of Shagnika's debut recital. I hope you have enjoyed this evening's presentation as much as I have enjoyed being your MC. I now call upon Shagnika's parents once more to the stage.
Hello again. Shagnika, I'll say this. The first dance, when I saw you dancing first, there were no smiles on your face. Stoic dancing. And today, if I look at this performance today, it's been nothing short but a complete performance. Elegance, grace, smiles, all apt. Well done. I'm going to reflect on a small story here. I can't help but remember the day, August 4th, 2001. And I still vividly remember we started our journey to the United States of America. Landed in Chicago, and a few folks at my work know me. When I get stressed, I pace a lot up and down. And I was pacing all night at the airport. And thinking 3 years, we're going to back to India. Fast forward to 2005, Suparna was pregnant with Shagnika. 3 weeks remaining to deliver the baby. I had an assignment from work to go to Leeds, England. We consulted the doctor, and he assured I'd be fine making the trip and could come back in time. And we believed. 2 days at Leeds went fine. The second day, I come back to the hotel, and I have a message from my dad. I called back, and there was panic in his voice. He said, "Son, make it home ASAP. Suparna is in labor." Next day, early AM, I make my way to Oklahoma City. That's where we were. I landed at Chicago. I nervously called, and Suparna said, "Holding back for you." Then I land again at Oklahoma City, and I called. My dad picked up, and he said, "Son, you're 5 minutes late." When I reached the hospital, there she was, beautiful little fairy, blessed her home, and holding her was a pure joy. Fast forward to today, 2 important milestones, and here I am celebrating with all of you. Shagnika, great to see you dance gracefully tonight. I'd also like to thank her guru, Srimati Shupradipta, for inculcating grace and passion towards dance. Shupradipta has not just been her dance teacher, but a teacher in true sense. Countless times has she helped Shagnika with real life lessons. Thank you, Shupradipta. We are in eternal gratitude. Please, a round of applause for her. Now, a couple of dad's advice. What's a dad without advice, right? I will start my admiration of you, Shagnika, as I've seen you grow into a fine young woman. Admire your integrity, commitment when you set your mind on a goal, strive to perfection, and above all, tenacity. Keep those qualities going. Success in life is all about setting goals, working hard towards the goal, and being disciplined about it. As you go to college, explore your passion. Be intellectually curious as you work towards the goals you have set for yourself. And above all, take care of your health, both physical and mental. Enjoy the years at college. They'll go by quickly. And I'll miss your nonchalant chats, calling me bro, yapping. You're greeting me when I come home. Giggles from my sarcastic jokes will be missed as well. I'm going to miss you. All the best.
Sorry, I'm a little vertically challenged, so I have to use the stool. As you can see, as he mentioned that when he's stressed or he's panicking, he paced himself pretty fast. He couldn't wait for me to come to the podium and started his speech. It's okay. Wow. I really didn't want to say anything today, but my girls really wanted me and they forced me. Young little Rashi, she actually went to all my friends and complained that Ma is not going to say anything because really this moment is very emotional for me, not as just as her mother, but also as a classical dancer. This is a dream come true for me. I would like to share a little story. I have been learning classical dance since my childhood, and my dad used to work in federal government in India and had a very transferable job. So I moved different parts in India, especially those areas where Odissi was not very well known at that point of time. It was not very prevalent. So I learned different classical dance, Kathak, and my exposure to Odissi was when I moved back with my family at age of 14 to Kolkata, and in my dance school, one day my class was late and I was sitting around and I saw another class going on, and that was Odissi. And I was really amazed with their controlled body movement, much slower dance than Kathak, but it was unbelievable to me, and I really wanted to learn Odissi after seeing that. So I asked my mom that if I can start learning Odissi as well. But being a mom of a teenager at that point, she thought, I just want to quit Kathak and, doesn't want to continue my extracurricular activities, so I'm making excuses. So she told me, you better focus on what you're learning and, focus on your studies. It's 10th grade and, no other learning right now. Plus, if dad moves again, then you'll not be able to continue. So that, that desire to learn Odissi never fulfilled. Who knew that after almost 3 decades, when we moved to Houston, my mom actually reminded me, you wanted to learn Odissi, right? I heard that actress Meenakshi Sheshadri, she is an Odissi dancer. And she has a school in Texas. Well, my mother didn't have idea that, Texas is not a small state, So I came to Houston and I was looking for Meenakshi Sheshadri's school here and figured out that, it's in Plano, Dallas. So I was like, Then I searched in Sulekha.com and went to Houston Durgabari and came to know about Guru Shupradipta Datta's class. And I called her, and actually, Dipta, if you're hearing me, I actually called you for myself. But I could not really dare to say that, I want to learn Odissi at this age, right? So I said that I have 2 girls, and if I can come over, she said, yeah. And knowing Shagnika's patience and, her perseverance, I knew that she would be the one who will be really apt for this dance. So I took my girls to the first class, and I still wanted to say, Deepta, that can I join as well? But till that, I could not say that, because I always thought I'm not as flexible, and I can't do it. So from that day, my journey through Odissi really started with Shagnika. She holding my hands, trusting that, okay, wherever my mother is giving me, I think I'm going to take it along. I never realized when my journey became our journey, and then it became her own journey with me as a support. So I'm really amazed today. She came a long way, and at the back of my mind, I always was scared that, oh God, what if Shogoto decides to move again from Houston, and the story will repeat. But I think it was destiny for her to complete her Ranga Pravesh after that. So it's really a dream come true. This journey was very pleasant for her, and sometimes very joyous, and sometimes very painful for both of us. Especially on the day of performances, where our stress level will shoot high, and we will end up getting really big fights, and Shogoto will just have to go for a walk that time, right? So we will, but on those times, my go-to person was her guru, Deepta, who really handled her with patience, her as well as me, And as Shogoto mentioned, she has given her many life lessons, and we were blessed to have that. One incident was about March last year, when we booked this auditorium for her Ranga Pravesh. We were extremely excited, but I think both of us, me and Shagnika, kind of got nervous within that, okay, now it's really happening. So she had a performance at Miller that evening, and I was constantly pressing her buttons while, getting her ready, and it came to a point where she got completely stressed out of me, and she told me, I'm not dancing tonight. And I was like, oh gosh, what do I do now? Okay, so, and again, I looked at Shogoto, and he's like, oh, I have to watch something at Netflix. He kind of didn't, he said, let her calm down, he'll be fine. So I got panicked, and I called Deepta, and Deepta was driving to Miller Outdoor that time, and she talked to Shagnika saying, Shagnika ma, I want you to come to Miller just how you are right now, even if you're in your pajamas, bring your homework and stuff like that. And I was just hearing from outside the bathroom what the conversation is going. And, I quickly went to the car and started my car as if I wasn't going to wait for her. And then she had her backpacks and everything, and she came. As soon as we reached the Miller Outdoor Studio, stadium, she flipped. She saw her teacher, saw her friends, and she was like completely bubbly. Okay, I'm like, really? Okay, but at the same time, I want to thank, some of my co-mothers. Aparna, I would like to take your name. I was really stressed that day, and you gave me a hug and told me that you understand. So Kalangan not only gave Shagnika her friends, but it has given me a lot of friends too, like Shashwati, Sriparnadi, Anu, Aparna. We have come a long way through this journey, and I have really gained a lot of good relations in here. Switching my gear to Shagnika, before that, I would like to tell that Rai, her nickname is Rai, Deepta Mashi has given you a rare form of art in your hand and your shoulder, beautifully making you graceful and powerful. My only recommendation is Ranga Pravesh is not the end, it is the beginning of a solo dancer. So do not lose this education and retain it, right? Many times life will intervene, you will have studies, career, family, but if you want, you can still pursue your passion, keep practicing, keep performing, and spread the art just like Diptamashi is spreading the art. So you have a responsibility now. Shagnika, she's just not my daughter, sometimes she acts as my friend, and also she's sometimes like my mother. During COVID, I used to work very, very long hours, like 16, 17 hours, 18 hours. I was one of the essential employees. When I would come home, be 2:30, 3 a.m. in the night, the entire street would be dark, but I would see lights on in her room. She's waiting for me to come home. I think when you go to college, I will keep those lights on, so I feel you're there. Sometimes when I'm really upset with Shogoto, she will come and give me a hug, and she's like, is Bobby being a jerk to you? Like, yeah. She's like, take a deep breath, Bro will come down. He has no other way to go, okay? So, we have a very friendly relation since both of us and Rashi, we are very passionate about dance. So we will always take selfies whenever we go for performances. When we come back, we will look at those videos, laugh at the sections where she has done mistakes, and scrutinize and try to improve from there. So I'm going to miss all of that, and I'm hoping Rashi will take that role in future for me and her. With that, I would like to end my note, and I will tell you that I'm going to miss you, I love you, and I'm very, very proud of you. And I want you to move on with your life and, achieve what you're set to be a successful woman. Thank you.
One last thing. You guys must be thinking I don't know, how many of you think that the gene, the DNA of dance comes from Suparna? Hold that thought. I'm going to inject a, element of doubt there because I used to dance as well. And that was before marriage when I was trying to woo her. Continued a little bit of that later on. So I guess I've got people confused a little bit. So thank you.
At this point, I would like to invite her guru, also my friend, guide, and philosopher, Srimati Shupradipta Dotto. Thank you.
Om Guru Pyo Namaha. Thank you, Shuparna and Shogato, for that very, very, very generous introduction. Namaskar, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, the glare is too much. Okay. I can't see. Okay, here we go. My pranam to all the elders. Shagnika's Ranga Pravesh is the last one this year for me. So like her, I am feeling much relaxed and relieved at this moment. Shagnika right now is all smiles, which she was not throughout the day, but now her smile has come out. Like a shishya always looks for a guru, meant just for him or her, a guru too always wants shishyas who have the dedication to give their best always. I say this very often that hard work is never given enough credit. Genius happens only when you take your talent, put in an immense amount of hard work, and then make sure that the end product is effortless. So you see, the word effortless is actually a myth. But to start that journey, one should in themselves have a hunger and the capability to absorb all that is thrown to you, good or bad. The best student to me is not the one that dances the best, but the one who is committed to coming to class no matter what, going through the motions no matter what, and sees herself from yesterday as her biggest competition, one who is committed to progress no matter what. A few days ago, I asked Shagnika what her name means, and she said, fiery. When you look at her or speak to her, you will definitely think that she is not quite what her name suggests. But once you come to know her, you will see she's definitely Shagnika. Her fire does not lie in tantrums or in screaming to get her point across. Well, I don't know if Rashi will agree to that, but to us, that's the point. But her fire lies in her passion, her determination, and her stubbornness to overcome her obstacles. Each of my students have their own strengths and battles, but they do make me feel differently when I see them dance. Whenever I see Shagnika dance, I am reminded of something the famous actress Audrey Hepburn once said. Dance is the poetry of movement, a silent language that speaks directly to the soul. Every dancer writes their own story, each step a word, each movement a sentence, creating a timeless narrative of grace and strength. The beauty of dance lies not only in the motions, but in the movements between, where the true artistry blooms. So Shagnika, you have that fire in you. All you need now is the accessory of confidence. And trust me, that is the only accessory you need to shine. For our thank yous, between Shagnika, her parents, and me, we tried to divide and conquer, but please excuse me if there are repetitions or if I leave somebody out. Of course, it took months of planning and an army of people to bring this evening to fruition, but your presence here as a loving and encouraging audience for Shagnika makes every bit of that work worth it. So thank you for spending the evening with us and showering your blessings and best wishes on Shagnika. Thank you, Naveen Uncle and Dr. Thiru, for capturing every moment of this evening and the beautiful pictures you saw outside. The pre-Ranga Pravesh shoot was done by Shri Naveen Mediwala. Please give them a big round of applause. Thank you, Mr. Ray, for taking care of the videography. Thank you, Mr. Chris Peltier and his team for the lighting and sound. Tusa is up at the lights, being assisted very ably by Ritika, who has been managing the lighting designs and cues for us. And Jay has been here managing the sound, assisted by Purba, who has been a medium between Ritika and Jay for the timestamps. Thank you, Nidhi, for helping me set up Jagannath with Shagnika. Thank you, Moshumi, for managing all the nitty-gritty stuff backstage. Thank you, Rima and Gargi, for your swift and efficient help in the green room. Didn't Shagnika look fabulous every time she came out in beautiful costumes? Thank you, Shormishta, for being such a diligent and wonderful MC. Now, can we have a big, big round of applause for all of these people? Last but not least, I come to Shuparna and Shogato. I want to thank them for trusting me with Shagnika. Shuparna herself, being a dancer, throughout the years have made my job so much easier. I get my students for only an hour every week, but the practice they do throughout the week at home determine in a large portion what kind of dancer they are going to be in the future. I knew that Shagnika always had the correct guidance at home if she needed it. Shuparna's patient, graceful guidance, her encouragement of Shagnika to always pursue dance in the most aesthetic way has indeed taught Shagnika to aspire for the best. Over the years, I too have come to consider her as a friend and oftentimes ask her for help because I trust her instincts quite a bit. Rashi, thank you for being such a good companion and competition for Shagnika in dance. And then there is Cranberry. Cranberry too has contributed immensely in keeping Shagnika sane and calm throughout this year-long journey of Ranga Pravesh preparations. Shogato, thank you for your patience. It is not easy to have 3 very passionate classical dancers in the house when you want some peace and quiet and perhaps a normal life. We artists are never normal, so I do know what it takes because I see my husband go through it every day. So I have to thank my 2 sons too, Shondipto and Bhim, as well, for their patience throughout the long hours of practice in the past few months. To conclude, I would like to say to Shagnika that till now you have experienced music as well as dance in its basic technical form. Today marks the beginning of a journey where you have the opportunity to explore it beyond this basic training. As Pandit Ravi Shankar once said, sound when stretched is music. Movement when stretched is dance. Mind when stretched is meditation. And life when stretched is celebration. So now is the time to stretch yourself, Shagnika. Remember, the body heals with play, the mind heals with laughter, and the spirit heals with joy. I know you feel joy when you dance, and we feel that joy when we watch you dance. So continue to spread that joy wherever you go. I would like to call Shagnika on stage to receive her certificate for completion of her Ranga Pravesh. If we can have the stage lights, please. Shagnika would like to say a few words.
Om Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Namaskar and hello, I am Shagnika. I want to thank all of you for coming to see my performance tonight. I know watching 3 hours of this can be tiring for some people. Tonight is a very special night as I stand before you today and embark this significant milestone in my life. First and foremost, I would like to thank all those that have come to help me and my family in this Ranga Pravesh. Big thanks to all the volunteers. If I've missed your name, I apologize. All the volunteers. Big thanks to our MC, Sharmishta Didi. She did a wonderful job. And then for green room help, Gargi Mashi and Rima Mashi. Backstage, Moshami Mashi. Decorating the stage and lobby, my dad Bobby, Gargi Mashi, Rinku Mashi, Monica Auntie, Pratibha Auntie, Rajashri Auntie, Polash Uncle, Manoj Uncle, Pranesh Uncle, Ria, Reina, Nidhi. Guest receiving, Kumkum Mashi, Rajashri Auntie, Purba, Coral, Ishita. I'd like to also thank my Miman, Mesho, Dada for all the costumes and gifts logistics from India. Big thanks to Ritika for light and sound management, as well as Purba. Rashi, thanks for the lovely video presentation. Ekta Mashi, thank you so much for the decoration support and coming as my chief guest. Roshni Mashi, special costume logistics from India at very last moment. Thank you, Rima Mashi, for proofreading and gift wrapping all of my brochures and everything. Sweet Igloo for gift wrapping and brochure folding. Sriparna Mashi, Saraswati Mashi for all the support and for program support, Stafford Civic Center, venue and security. Naveen Uncle, Dr. Thiru for photography. Ray for the videography. Chris for lighting, sound, and projector. Pial Mashi for designing the photo book and the banner. Miss Mohagiri for the beautiful custom handmade magnets for my audience. Mr. Bhaikunta for costumes, and Deepta Mashi for designing the very last minute costume as well. And then Indian Summer Girl for our food. Now, on to my family. Thank you, Bobby, so much for constantly supporting me and believing in me every time. Every time I've underestimated myself in dance, you tell me to just enjoy the dance. You will do great, Laluram. He calls me Laluram, by the way. If you cannot dance, I'll dance for you. Your countless efforts to make me laugh and to encourage me will always stay within me. My dad has always told me, even when I was just an elementary school kid, that I need to have more confidence. I need to trust myself. I need to believe in myself. He has always had my back, even during stressful times, and he has always done his best to understand my situations and certain circumstances. Without him, first of all, we wouldn't even have this Ranga Pravesh because he did pay for everything. But also, he has never doubted me for 1 second. And I appreciate all the effort he has put into helping me and for not getting angry at me whenever I practice during his bedtime, because it's not easy for my dad to do all these tasks and to adjust to all these changes I made in his life this year. You have always protected me as my father, taught me invaluable life lessons, brought fun into my life, and provided me with the best resources whenever I asked for it. I'm so glad to have such a cool Bobby just like you that will do anything for me. You have motivated me to always reach for the stars and become a more confident person. And you were also one of the only people who was able to help me with my college essays, SAT prep, and academics because I was, alone in high school. When I go to college, don't worry about missing me because I will call you every second I get, okay? Now, I will move on to my little sister, Shagnika, or as some of you guys know her as Rashi. Like I said earlier, Rashi had made such a nice presentation about my childhood, and she put blood, sweat, and tears into making that presentation. She didn't let me make it at all because she believed she would do it much better than me, and she definitely has done a good job. Rashi doesn't like to admit it, but she really cares for me because she would watch me practice at certain times, give me tips, sneak me some junk food while I was dieting, and calm me down when I would get anxiety about dance. I'm not going to lie, but I definitely try to gain a little bit of validation from her because if she gives me a compliment, I feel like I just moved between heaven and earth. I'm going to miss my baby sister when I go to college because who else can I annoy during my free time there? I hated her existence when she was born, but now she is my best friend. Instead of me holding Rashi's hand, she has held my hand and led me ways that has shaped our relationship into a special bond that is only shared between us two. With our sibling rivalry, Rashi still has an innocent playfulness which she uses to brighten up my mood during times I have anxiety. She also unexpectedly sometimes has good advice that can actually change my perspective from time to time, but only sometimes. Now, on to my mama. She is just an angel in disguise, and everyone in my family, I hope, would also agree with me. She has been with me every step since day one. The amount of things she has sacrificed and done for me is just unbelievable. I'm so grateful for someone like her who has a classical dance experience, as she was able to plan everything ahead of time and just get on with it. Mama has given me massages whenever my legs were in pain from practice, given me nutritional meals to help boost my energy, comforted me during very emotional times, and did everything she could with her superpowers to make this a beautiful event for me and all of you guys. My mother is one of a kind. She has driven me to numerous practices, shared so many memories, joy, and tears with me throughout my entire life. She will literally pull all-nighters with me, and whenever I've needed her help, she will cancel her plans just to help her Chiku out, and she calls me Chiku. I really couldn't have done any of this without her, since she is my other half. She is my #1 fan, as she watches all of my dance videos numerously, even more than me, and I'm a very narcissistic person, so that says something. Mama's guidance has shaped my life into the person I am today, and has gotten me to overcome the most stubborn challenges I've ever faced. My strength, resilience, and perseverance is all from her. There are no words to describe her value to me and the amount of gratitude I have for her. I haven't been a perfect daughter to her always, yet she will always be here by my side whenever I've needed her. Thanks, Ma, for being my partner in crime. Now, to the biggest thanks of all is to my guru, Diptamashi. Diptamashi is like a second mother to me. I may have had some big anxiety attacks in front of her, and she will assure me every time. Diptamashi not only taught me all these graceful and powerful dances, she has taught me about discipline, dedication, and hard work. Diptamashi has always been very patient with me and is always there for me when I need her. Through all my challenges, Diptamashi would always have a solution for me. When I got distracted during prom and graduation, she gave me a gentle lecture on my goals and led me back to the correct path. A lot of gurus are strict and firm. However, Diptamashi, she may be strict at times, but she is mostly the opposite of that. She shares jokes with us, creates funny nicknames for us, and just makes our classes better. When I started her dance classes, I was a shy and quiet kid. I was scared of everyone, including her. But as moments went by, I ended up creating a new chapter in my life with Odissi. Diptamashi is such a good teacher. I cannot even express her involvement in my life and changes she has done for me. She's a very bubbly person, and she never fails to make me smile when I come to class. I remember one time I accidentally overslept for class, and I called her to tell her why I was late. And rather her being mad at me, she goes, "Good morning, Sleeping Beauty." And anytime I make a mistake, she will call me out by saying, "Miss Shagnika," and continue on with some adjective to describe how I'm dancing. If I'm feeling down one day, she always knows that there is something wrong with me. She knows how I think, how I dance, how I act from head to toe. I'm so thankful to get a guru like Deeptamashi, as she has just been more than a guru for me. She has motivated me to go above and beyond for myself. For me, dance is just not a form of expression, but it is a way of life. Each performance is a journey, and through dance, I have learned to connect with the audience on a profound level, sharing stories and emotions that transcend into words. I have made a promise to myself that I will stick with dance forever in my life, and I intend to keep that promise, even when I'm 60 years old. Dance is one of my biggest passions, and it is something I truly cannot forget. Thank you for listening to my very big speech. I welcome Shormishta Didi back on stage. Sorry, not yet, Shormishta Didi. I have some more things to do. Can we please get the stage lights on? Now Shormishta Didi can speak.
Thank you, Shagnika. We have one more thing on our agenda for this evening. If you could just be a little more patient with us for just a little bit longer. As you know, we are also celebrating Shagnika's high school graduation today, so we will now have her cut the cake to mark the occasion. After the cake cutting ceremony, please feel free to come up to stage to congratulate Shagnika and take pictures with her. Dinner will be served at the back, and of course, you will get ample scope then as well to congratulate and take pictures. Thank you once again. Good night. Shubho Shanda. Namaskar. Thank you.